What's up, workout crew? Today we have 5 exercises with the lacrosse ball to help you recover faster and become a more injury-free runner. But first, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's cue that intro. What's up, guys? Coach Ty here at the Generator Athlete Lab Gym. Okay, and as the intro said, we are going to go over 5 exercises that you can do with this crossball to help make you a more injury-free runner. Okay, as many of you know, I ran a 25-mile trail race about a week ago. You can find the race recap right up here. Okay, and this whole week, recovery has been so important for me because I want to get back to training next week. Okay, and then I have another race coming up in about 3 weeks. It's called the Wild Hair 50K. That's another training race to help me get ready for the Bandera 100K in January. So recovery has been a huge focus of mine. It's just as important as my training is. Okay, and if you've been watching these videos a lot, you know that I do a ton to help me recover and help make me stay injury free, from doing the Generator protocol, which is infrared sauna, cold tub, hot tub, Normatec boots, to eating really well. As many of you know, I am a vegan runner. Okay, I've been vegan for about 11 years now, and then putting emphasis on easy run days and then hard running days so I can recover quickly. And then also too, I go to a sports therapist, chiropractor as well, but I also use the lacrosse ball, and I do these 5 exercises about 4 to 5 times every week. And if I feel like I have some trouble spots coming up, especially after a hard workout, I might even do these 5 exercises 3 or 4 times in a day. Okay, so these exercises will help you kind of prevent those injuries from sneaking up on you, especially in your calves, your hamstrings, IT band, things like that. Okay, let's stop talking. Let's get into these 5 exercises. Let's go. All right, workout crew, let's get into these 5 exercises. Now remember, I am not a massage therapist or a sports therapist, chiropractor, or anything like that. I am just a coach, and these are everything that I have learned from my sports therapist, chiropractor. So I'm not gonna use a lot of scientific words here or anything, but one rule of thumb that we have for the lacrosse ball when you're trying to figure out where to put it on your muscles, a rule of thumb I have is always find the most painful spot. Okay, and that's usually where you need to put that lacrosse ball. So first exercise is we're going to start with the calf muscle. Now I don't necessarily put the ball in a particular spot on the calf muscle. I usually just put the ball on the ground and then I just kind of roll around until I find the most painful spot. Okay, once I find that most painful spot, it might be a knot. Okay, you might roll over it and be like, oh yeah, that's definitely a knot right there. Once you find that spot, you want to let it sit. You don't want to roll on it anymore. You want that ball to just press into it. And you want to just let it sit there on that spot for about 30 seconds. Okay, so that's another rule. Always let it sit for about 30 seconds. Let it press in there. If you can take the pain, maybe stack that other foot on top just to let it press in there. Okay, as many of you, if you've gone to seen a massage therapist before, you know that they press into knots, into trouble spots. They don't roll it out. Okay, so let it press in there for about 30 seconds. After about 30 seconds, you're going to do 10 slow you're going to point the toe, flex the toe, point the toe, flex the toe. Okay, and so you can do that about 10 times slowly. Okay, once you finish 10 times, you're going to switch over to the other calf. And you're going to do that side as well. Okay, first roll around until you find the most painful spot. Once you find it, let it sit there for about 30 seconds. Then you're going to point the toe, flex the toe, then point the toe. You're going to do that about 10 times. All right, guys, exercise number 2 is going to be for the hamstrings. Now, after hard running workouts, my hamstrings just get super tight. And so I emphasize this so much after those hard speed workouts. Now you're going to take that lacrosse ball, you're going to sit in a chair or a box, preferably a hard surface, so that lacrosse ball has something to sit on to press up into that muscle. Okay, you're going to sit on that lacrosse ball, again, roll around the hamstring until you find the most painful spot, or if you find that nice knot. Okay, once you find a good spot, sit there for about 30 seconds, let that ball press into that hamstring, and then from here, slowly, don't ever make these movements quick. You're going to extend out, bring it back down, extend out, bring it back down again, 10 times slowly. Okay, just like that. Once you finish 10 times on one hamstring, switch over to the other one and do 10 times on the other hamstring. All right, exercise number 3, we're gonna go for the quad, okay? Now for the quad, I want you to lay down, and again, you're just gonna lay down on the lacrosse ball, okay? I want you to find the most painful spot, kind of in that mid part of the quad. Okay, once you find it, so let it sit in there, let it press into that quad, that knot for about 30 seconds. Okay, after about 30 seconds, I want you to raise the leg up and then bring it down. Okay, do this slowly. Let that lacrosse ball press into that muscle. Okay, after you do it 10 times slowly, you're gonna want to, of course, move over to the other side. Exercise number 4 is gonna be for the low back. Okay, now for this low back, we're gonna do both sides. Okay, I'm on my left side right now. You wanna be to the left of the spine and right above that hip bone in the meaty part. You want it to press into muscle. You don't want it to press into the bone. Okay, so you're gonna lay down. I would have your feet flat on the ground first, knees bent. Okay, find that spot that's really tender. Of course, always the most painful spot. Okay, once you find that spot that's real tender, allow that ball to press into your low back for about 30 seconds, and there you go, let it press in there. After you find that spot, extend the legs out and let that ball press into that back. After your 30-second mark, go ahead and bring that knee in, hug it, and then extend out. Bring that knee in, hug it, and then extend out. You're gonna do that 10 times slowly. There you go, just like that. Okay, and once you finish 10 reps, you're gonna switch over to the other side. And exercise number 5, this is by far the one I do the most because in my past I've had a lot of IT band problems, okay? And remember, when you have IT problems or runner's knee, it's a pain that happens on the side of your knee, okay? And it's very painful. And a lot of runners get this pain after they've been running on the side of the road for a long time or overtraining, or when your shoes get worn out and you start pronating a little bit, or one leg's longer than the other, and a muscle up here in the top part of your glute starts tightening up and it pulls on that band, and then it causes knee pain here. So IT band's been one of my huge issues in my past, so I just do this pretty regularly to make sure it doesn't pop up again. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that lacrosse ball, you're gonna put it on the top part of your glute right here. Okay, you're gonna lay on your side, top part of that glute, lay on your side. You're gonna find the most painful spot. This one's gonna hurt probably a little bit more than all the other ones. Okay, once you find it, let it sit. Prop this leg up like this, feet flat on the ground. Okay, and after about 30 seconds, you're gonna do this 10 times slowly. Raise the leg, should feel a stretch all in that band. Okay, and you're gonna do it 10 times. Okay, 10 times on that movement, just like that. All right, and that's exercise number 5. All right, guys, those are your 5 exercises with this lacrosse ball. Okay, if you put this into your routine at least 3 to 4 times a week, and maybe even more if you already have some trouble areas, I guarantee you it'll help make you a more injury-free runner. Okay, we hit the calf muscles, we hit the hamstrings, we hit the quads, we hit the IT band, and we hit the lower back. And all of those are all trouble areas for me. There's a lot of other ways that you can use this lacrosse ball, but that's how I use them to help me stay injury-free. Now, if you don't have a lacrosse ball, I do have a link down in the show notes to help you get one fairly quickly. Also, guys, remember I do have a ton of workout videos on this channel. If you like those short form workouts and would like to do an hour-long workout with me live, Generator Athlete Lab and I are hosting 1 hour-long Zoom workouts, and the first one is free. Okay, if you wanted to just come in and check it out, totally great, totally cool. Okay, shoot me a quick message on Facebook and Instagram and I'll get you guys hooked up. Now guys, get out there and start training, get out there working hard, become a stronger runner and a more injury-free runner, and I'll see you back here next time. Remember, stay epic, don't forget to be awesome.